Hi and welcome to Redeye. Today I'm joined by Martin Jönsson, CEO of AlzeCure, to discuss the new landmark deal with QuantumCell. Welcome, Martin.
Thank you so much, Philip.
Congratulations,
Yes.
another landmark deal.
Thank you.
A deal value up to $2.2 billion with QuantumCell regarding your NeuroRestore platform.
Correct.
What are your initial thoughts on this deal, and also in light of the recent deal with Eli Lilly worth up to $1 billion?
This is a great deal. The first deal with Lilly was really a landmark deal, validating the company. This deal is even bigger, twice as big. So 2 deals over $3 billion in 3 weeks. That's quite okay.
This is the largest deal ever in a Swedish listed biotech context, and the deal with Eli Lilly was at the top 5.
Yes.
How come the deal values are so large, would you say?
We are within areas with really large unmet medical needs, Alzheimer's. And with NeuroRestore, we also have the opportunity in several other indications like depression. And that is driving the value.
And there are not that many compounds within Alzheimer's disease. Historically, it has been a very challenging indication, but since the approval of the antibodies, interest has grown. Can you elaborate on this?
Yes, the interest in Alzheimer's has really grown as the science around Alzheimer's has evolved, and more pharma companies and investors feel secure. And with regard to the therapies that has been launched recently, it's about delaying disease progression. But what we have seen is that there has been a large interest in compounds that can improve learning and memory capability, and that is where NeuroRestore comes in. And then when it comes to Alzstatin, that asset is focusing on to prevent that individuals are developing Alzheimer's disease by focusing on reducing the production of the toxic protein, amyloid beta 42, and to go in early. So these are huge opportunities, and in Alzheimer's, the patient population is expected to triple in the coming 30 years. So large unmet medical need and large economic potential.
Can you share any insights on the structure of the deal when it comes to milestone payments and so on?
Absolutely. So it's a traditional deal when it comes to the structuring. So we have the upfront of $12 million, and here we have an investment of $5 million as well. And then over time, we are having an even flow of milestone payments. And in this case, we actually have more early. So both deals have been structured in a way so it should benefit a biotech company like ours to finance our other projects. And then additionally on this deal, at the top of the $2.2 billion, we also have the royalties. And here we have increasing double-digit royalties.
Yeah, from single-digit to double-digit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
And what can you say about QuantumCell? On the surface, it's an unknown company, but when you look under the surface, there's much behind it.
Absolutely. If you look at the competence in QuantumCell, this is a very experienced company. Accomplished drug developers. And the financing that they have is the best possible. You have Novo Holding. You have the Lundbeck Fund, you have First Spark Ventures, and you also have Forbion. So they are extremely knowledgeable and professional, and we feel very comfortable with having done this deal with them. And we are also very happy that they also are investing in the company. We like professional owners, investors in our company. So
as you mentioned, they invest $5 million in the company at a 30% premium to the 10-day VWAP.
Exactly.
Can you elaborate what it means for you to have these type of people investing in your company?
Yeah, when it comes to this type of people, they are extremely knowledgeable, but they also know the importance of time And that when you have an asset and you have patent time, it's about really going for it to develop it so you can get the best possible value out of it. So with a company like this, it's about speed, and we like that. Speed is important to build value.
You mentioned the patent time. I know you have long patent times for your projects. How long does it extend with NeuroRestore?
Yeah, we have already now on a molecule level to 2039, and then we also have added additional patents, which should potentially give up to 7 years extra. So we are in a very good patent situation, and we have granted patents in the US, in Japan, in China, in Europe. So we have a good patent situation.
Yeah, excellent. And the transaction is subject to customary closing conditions. When can we expect any information regarding this?
Yeah, I mean, this is the normal thing. So you have the FDI investment, and that takes about 5 weeks. And companies do this filing to make sure that they are living up to the regulation. So this is like in all of these.
And let's take a step back for any potential new viewers. What can you tell us about the NeuroRestore platform and its potential?
Yeah, so NeuroRestore has been developed to improve learning and memory capability, and we have been focusing on Alzheimer's disease. And this is a first-in-class molecule project, which is developed in-house. This is a project where we already today have positive phase 1 data. And on this project, we also got a grant from the European Innovation Council. So that is validating the project even further. Alzheimer is what we have been focusing on, but we have identified, and as communicated before, several other potential indications within neurodegenerative diseases, cognitive impairment in Parkinson, traumatic brain injury, sleep disorders. And then, as we have spoken about before, you also have depression and psychiatry.
Yeah. And even obesity, you have seen some signs within.
We have data from that field as well, correct.
Yeah. You have a phase 2 study planned for this candidate within Alzheimer's disease, and the plan was to start this study in H2 2026. Does this plan still stand?
This is now QuantumCell's asset, so I will not speak to their plans, but their plan is to really pull this project forward with force. So I think if you look at the drug development plans for this project, they will become even better.
You've now struck deals regarding both NeuroRestore and Alzstatin, and you have 2 other projects or candidates within pain. How will you prioritize now going forward with this enforced cash position also?
Absolutely. So what's so great with these 2 deals, the one with QuantumCell and the one with Eli Lilly, both in Alzheimer's, is that they are out-licensing, but they are also collaboration deals. So we will work with these 2 companies, and it will be a priority to make sure that these projects become successful. With the extra financing we have gotten through these deals, we will now increase the pace in the other projects and have already now initiate certain projects on the other assets that we have. And that is ACD440, neuropathic pain, where we also have an orphan designation from EMA and FDA. And from the FDA, we also have positive feedback on a potential registration trial. So we will work with that. And then TrkA-NAM, we are in preclinical phase. And here we are focusing on osteoarthritis. So we will have a priority there to really pull this project forward in the best possible way. And we see great potential in both these projects. And yes, so we have a lot to work with as an organization.
Yeah. You're a quite small organization. How many employed are you today, and will you look to hire any new talents?
Today we are 12 full-time employees, But at the same time, we have many consultants, and as we are having more projects and so on, and there is an opportunity to expand, but that will be discussed with the board.
And historically, you have been reliant on share issues and in a tough markets recent years. How have these two deals transformed the company and your cash runway going forward?
Yeah. First of all, how they have impacted us is that they have brought extra credibility to us. To make a deal with, for instance, Eli Lilly and how rigorous they are is increasing the credibility in the data we are having. And this has helped us and will help us in the out-licensing efforts of the other projects. And with the cash flow where we're having now, looking at Eli Lilly, $10 million, and then we have the deal with QuantumCell, 12, and then we have just yesterday ended a rights issue, which is fully secured, adding an additional 30 million Swedish crowns. So it puts us in a good position with resources to drive the other projects.
Congratulations once again, Martin. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you so much, Philip. A pleasure.